Today we are doing a little live stream from a beautiful place I've never been in person before. I've actually never been here in the game either, so this should be a fun experience because I don't actually know where the hell I'm going. But regardless, I'm looking forward to it. We are in New Orleans, Louisiana, and yeah, I guess we'll see how things go. And I got just getting my game chat set up here, and it is a Sunday night, so I'm not expecting too big of a crowd. Probably one or two viewers, which is, a pretty respectable number. Doesn't honestly matter. I fly more for me than I do for anyone else. I just enjoy it and enjoy taking suggestions from people. So if you ever have a future episode you want to give a location for, by all means leave it in the comments and I will do what I can. But for now, let's go hit up New Orleans and see what we see. And I personally was intending to get out here a few years ago, but plans ended up sidetracked, ended up spending a little bit too much time in Florida. Did make it up to Tennessee, but never I was up in Panama City Beach, just never was able to make the detour. So anyway, one day I hope it happens, and until that day I guess I'm just gonna have to cruise around in the game. And I don't actually know much about the layout of New Orleans, so we're kind of just gonna be cruising around and seeing what we see. But I figure we're gonna go south towards the Gulf, but I don't really know. All right, let's bring them flaps up. And what we're doing is I want to go look for the French Quarter. I probably should have looked on a map first, so I would have at least had an idea of where to head, but that's okay. I wanted to check out the city. Oh, look, there we go. I see the main city. I spent a lot of time back in, I believe, 2005 watching the news. CNN mostly, I guess, because that's who had great coverage of Hurricane Katrina, which was like an insane hurricane. I'm sure most people know all about it, but if not, anyway, like thousands dead, millions and millions and millions and damage, and yeah, anyway, total chaos. There's a few good documentaries on YouTube on it, so if it's not something you know much about, you should yeah, give it a watch. Go check it out. We seem to be running mostly smooth, a little bit jittery here for those that don't know. Computer settings, just as we're approaching downtown kind of thing. I've got, it's not the greatest CPU because it's only an i7 4790, so a little bit dated. It's definitely due for upgrade, but I do run RTX 3080 video card, so almost top of the line, not quite, pretty damn close though, and 16 gigs RAM. So for the most part it runs the game at pretty good settings, obviously, but I think we do get a small amount of bottlenecking due to CPU, but it's not the end of the world. It's not a top priority for me to replace it. The game plays smooth enough. It's not a big deal for me. I've got other priorities that I'm investing in right now, such as my little MG midget project that I've got going on in my garage. Look at that. What is that? Flooding on the road. See? Told you guys. Katrina's still going on. They're still flooded out. You saw it here first, folks. They got to get some pumps. They haven't figured this shit out yet. Let's go ahead and check out this waterway here as we're cruising, because this is probably one of those damn things that was part of why the city flooded out. I know that they've got like canals and nope, that's a flooded out road. Fuck, like it's been 15 years and they still haven't got the water out of the road. That is crazy. Poor bastards. Oh, who was that trying to launch an attack on us? You see that? I wish we had freaking guns in this game. I'll tell you right now, if we had guns, I'd probably just spend the whole damn day flying around shooting down other airplanes. Grand Theft Auto style. But hopefully somebody that's ever watching this can see their house or something. Like, you know, we'll be watching this and going, oh shit, there's my house, no way. I know through viewer request I've flown past it. I don't ask people obviously for their exact address or anything like that, but flown past a few people's houses for them, by them just kind of in live chat saying go, you know, go left or right or north or south or whatever the hell they got to do. And that's kind of fun. I have a lot of fun with this game. So looking forward to, like, obviously we're still in the beginning. Like, you know, the game's just come out not that long ago. What, maybe 6 weeks ago or something like that, maybe 8 weeks ago, whatever it is now. And there's an entire world to explore. I say that though, but probably like a large portion of the world I don't really actually probably care about going to. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where the viewer requests take us, or stuff like this. New Orleans today, this was not a viewer request. This was a, I just felt like it, location. So, you know what I think? Actually, I think these are riverbeds, and the game is screwing up and detecting them as roads. Well, no, because there's bridges going clearly over. I gotta say, like, you know, I am ignorant to New Orleans. I don't know enough about it to say anything for sure, but yeah, maybe it's like, yeah, it's gotta be roads alongside of a little riverbed, and it's just adding too much water. Or we just, you know, this is like 4 weeks after Katrina, and not all the water's quite cleaned up yet. Maybe that's all that's going on. Let's check it out. What do we got down here? Is this a car dealership or something, maybe? Nah, it's a parking lot for these buildings or something. That's not that exciting. There's the Mercedes-Benz Dome. I don't actually know if it's still a Mercedes-Benz Dome or not, or what it is today. I haven't done any kind of research into it, but anyway, all I know is that in Katrina, people like filled it up and they were like shitting in the seats. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, imagine sitting there at a game now. I don't even know what they play in there, but anyway, at a game now, and you're sitting in the seats and you're like, fuck, like, you know, at some point, somebody probably shat on this seat. And, you know, I'm sure, like, Clorox did or something, but still pretty nasty. And I can see that the bridge up there is not exactly in high definition, as seems to happen with a lot of bridges in this game. So the city itself looks fantastic. Little jittery, so it's my CPU doing its thing. I see a swimming pool on that roof. A couple of them actually. Oh, we gotta watch out so we don't crash. We're not trying to land in the pool, folks. But yeah, bridges were definitely not this game's strong point, which is weird because then you look at, I'm gonna do a flyby because I just saw it in the corner there. Like, for the most part, they did okay on ships, but, and like, you know, many other small detailed items, but for whatever, bridges were really a challenge for these guys. I want to make this a nice wide turn. And we will see. I've got a co-pilot with me today. I'm going to see if my co-pilot will bring up a map of New Orleans and kind of see if we can find the French Quarter so we can go check that out. For those of you that don't know, maybe from other places around the world, that's kind of like the Mardi Gras district where, you know, they, if you throw beads or something, no, if you show your boobs, you get beads. So the guy that came up with that was a genius, and I'll guarantee you it was a guy. Well, could have been a dyke, but anyway. Oh, that's a Mickey Mouse ship. right there, that's a Disney ship. We're going to go for another fly over that in a second because my co-pilot didn't see that, and I'll guarantee you they want to. Let's go back, and I gotta fucking throttle up a bit. I was getting a little slow there. One thing about not having the sound on, because I am playing with no sound, is that you kind of don't hear the engine going, obviously. So yeah, this is a Disney cruise, I think, because that pool was 100% Mickey Mouse at the back. Let's do a fly by the side, guys. I'm sorry to keep circling the same shit over and over. Well, here, I'll tell you what. We'll make it interesting. We're going to come in between some buildings, come back out to the river, and then flip back around, because now I want to see the side of the ship, and then we're going to worry about getting over to Booby Land. I mean, Mardi Gras Land. I mean, French Quarter. And I'll tell you, I was glued to my TV during that. Okay. So basically, we're going to fly low. Slow down the throttle there. Just want to see what the side looks like, but we're going to probably hit this bridge, but let's okay, so they didn't exactly nail the side view of the ship, but from the top down, pretty good. I've only ever been on one cruise in my life, and it was an amazing time. So now from downtown, I just got to figure out my direction of attack, if it's going to be southwest, north. It looks like it's probably a little south, just across the river maybe. Oh, actually, you know what? I think we're heading towards it right now. It might be straight ahead of me here, judging by the map. It's kind of hard to read a map sometimes, but I just passed this circular thing there, so apparently that was maybe part of it. I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm focused on other shit and I'm not paying attention. This looks like the French Quarter right here. See this buildings? Yeah. This is definitely it. This is where they do it. So we're gonna go and try to see if we can pull into a 7-Eleven, get some beads, and see what that brings. You know what I mean? Let's chuck some beads out of the airplane and hope for the best. Alright, let's go check out back over here. I think you can go through TV antennas here. Not TV antennas, power poles. Yeah, this is just like a nice downtown courtyard thing. Oh, on a river boat. I've never been on a river boat. I would like to do that though. I'm saying I've been on one cruise ship, and I had a fucking fantastic time. I really hope to do that again. So let's go cruising over this way. Another thing in New Orleans, I don't know where they are, but they've got like huge cemeteries, and they do the like the crypts or whatever you call it, where they don't put the bodies underground here, just because they flood too much or whatever, and then you have like a bunch of dead people floating around the streets and shit, which actually did happen with Katrina. But yeah, let's go for a nice fly over this way and see what's up. Grab a sip of a brew here and let's keep on cruising. And I just really hope that, like, you know, I know we're not going to get another version of this game for many, many, many years to come. They spent so long building this one and did a fantastic job. But I am looking forward to map updates and upgrades to improve low-level flying detail. And when I say that 100%, I don't want to be a complainer. They did a great job, and ultimately the game is meant to be viewed from the air. It's not really considered an on-ground game or street-level game, whatever. But the fact is, I'm a low flyer. That's just what's up. I like flying low. I like sometimes landing my airplane in the street. and more or less going for a drive, or what I commonly call going dirt biking, just because it's funny. I enjoy dirt biking. Um, and just, yeah, cruising around and looking around like that. A couple of boats there. Yeah, let's follow down here and see what's good. I don't know I don't even know right now, this time in the world. Obviously, I don't know when people are going to watch this video, but we got the whole COVID 2020. I don't know why they call it COVID-19. They should have just called it COVID 2020. Sounded better, made more sense. But anyway, don't know how New Orleans is faring. I don't hear much about them, so I'm going to guess they're maybe doing okay. Hopefully. Wish everyone well at this time. And they did good building that wall there. A lot of times, like, walls are all like really, really screwed up. This looks like some kind of a monument or something park. Probably like a battlefield park. Oh, is that? Damn it! I pressed the wrong button. But I was wondering if that was like some of those crypt things, but probably not. This looks like we're going to be some kind of oil production or some shit. I do always find this funny how the game, they place way too many trees. Like when they built it, whoever was in charge of the tree algorithms really got excited, we'll just say, and put a lot of trees where there probably shouldn't be trees, like such as all over boats. Yeah, you ain't getting no hose with these boats. Boats and hose, gotta have me my boats and hose. That one looks like it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was like a golf course or something on it, like a mini putt, but nah. It's just the game, because it's a computer doing it, right? It's not an actual person drawing all that out. This is a crazy factory thing. This kind of reminds me of my neck of the woods out in Hamilton. We got a lot of this shit here. Looks very, very similar, although probably different purposes. I don't know. Ours is all for steel production, and I believe Louisiana, down in the Gulf there, they got more oil production. So even though they look similar, I believe these have a different role to play. And yeah, all I know is I wish they would hook me up with some cheap gas. That's all I can say about that. Look, this one's empty. But it drew, I don't know. Yeah, I know, it's weird. It had like a net. This one's full of shit. And yeah, well, apparently they're running low on oil. You guys better get some oil rigs out there. Which is actually an interesting point. I have no idea if oil rigs are in the game, but I would imagine they would be, because it's made with satellite data. So I'm going to go ahead and just say yes, there are. And we're not going to venture out there because it's probably way too far, but you guys just have to trust me on that. There's definitely oil rigs out that direction. If we just kept on heading south or east, I don't know how far to keep going in this direction. I don't even know where we're going. I'm just kind of cruising around. I do see some buildings over that way. And just keep on following this river. And it looks like there might be a neighborhood or something up here. Could be one of those cool cemeteries, actually. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking that looks more like it might be one of those cool nah, it can't be one of those cemeteries. You wouldn't see the gravestones from here like that. Oh, flooding in the field there. We're probably having a situation where I'm getting low internet bandwidth. Sometimes my internet's a pain in the dick, and it'll keep giving me slow internet, which makes the map not load up that quick. But you know what? Nah, it's a neighborhood. Never mind. I thought it was a cemetery. That would have been sick. Could have landed and like read some tunes or something. But just a regular old neighborhood. So I'm gonna say it's probably not one of like the luxury neighborhoods. It's not very many swimming pools, although there are some. So it might be alright. I know like there's some pretty hood areas in Louisiana, or New Orleans, but I can't say for sure from up here. Yeah, like I wonder if this is considered off the beaten path, like if this is like a suburb or something maybe. Watch this all just be the game screwing up and these are all really tombs and it just registers them as houses because the game uses AI and puts buildings in where it thinks things are. These could have been graves with swimming pools, who knows. Somebody down there had solar. That's probably a school up ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that's a school. Because you got all these houses, you got to have a school. Or, maybe not. Could be a Walmart. No, that's a school. See the school buses? That's my guess. Let's go. Yep. I call that a school. Those look like school buses to me. So this was on a Sunday that they got the satellite imagery. You can write that down as a fact. And here's some more of these ships, which I do find very interesting, that why some ships are on the water and more are than not underwater. I don't know if that made any sense, but whatever. You got to decode my semi-retarded Canadian. Yeah, anyways, like it's odd how certain places they just map stuff underwater. Like that dock actually looked okay, but I believe it was underwater. Let's see. I'm still trying to find a graveyard. That's what's up. And I know like they do a lot of these like marches, Day of the Dead and shit like that or something. And they march through with like creepy music and shit. Oh, I could throttle up. I didn't realize I wasn't flying like full speed here. I don't know. I don't know what we should do. Maybe we should head back down to town and see what's good over there. Or we could just keep following this. Like, eventually you hit the ocean, the Gulf of Mexico. And then maybe we could head down to Mexico, grab some drugs, come back, drop them off. That'd be alright. Kinda always wished I was a drug dealer in life. You know what I mean? I watch these documentaries and I see that if you get away with it for, say, 15 years, 15 years you're a baller drug dealer, making bank like nobody's business, and then you get caught, you do a plea deal, you serve 5 to 8, you're back out, but you got, you know, cash buried under a fucking baseball diamond or something like that. You dig your cash up and you go on with your life. Like, it just seems worthwhile to me. So I did actually try drug dealing once when I was like 19. Tried selling pot, so I'll tell you a little story here. I bought like half ounce of pot, or an ounce of pot, whatever the hell it was anyway. So I bought my pot, and then I decided that I was going to go and sell it downtown on like a Friday night or Saturday night, whatever the hell it was anyway. So I'm walking around, and I got the idea because I was in Toronto, and a couple of times, like, people walked up to me and my buddies, and they're like, weed, and they're just selling weed out on the street, walking around selling weed. And, you know, as teenagers, we were like, it could be tricky to get pot. So, anyway, I was like, wow, like, we don't have anyone in St. Catharines, which is where I lived, running around just offering weed out on the street. So I thought it seemed like a good idea. So I got my weed, I break it up into like dime bags, and I decide to go out and downtown St. Catharines and try selling weed like the guy in Toronto. Just saying weed, you need some weed. And so I sold a couple of the grams. A lot of people just laughed at me. I'm guessing they're just not used to it. And anyway, at one point a cop had drove by really slow, and then they like kept going, and then like a couple minutes later they come back around and they drive past me. All of a sudden they hit the brakes, and I see them coming to get out, so I start running. I run around the corner and I jump into a taxi who just let other people out, and I run into the taxi and I lay down in the back seat, And the guy just laughed, and he's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Just go to the West End." And so he did. He drove me, and yeah. Anyways, it was pretty cool. But he got me out of there. I paid him and gave him a dime bag, and that was the end of my pot dealing endeavors. So it probably lasted all of an hour, maybe two at most, but probably closer to an hour. And yeah, I think I gave up though. You know what I mean? Like I should have put more effort into it. I think I sold my drug dealing abilities short. I should have, yeah, definitely I should have put more effort into it. I could have been a successful crack dealer by now if I'd played my cards right. And yeah, next life, right? Now I'm 40. I'm a little too old to be dealing crack. I think you have to really, if you want to be a crack dealer, you got to be done with that by the time you're 30. I think you got to get in and out like in your, in your late teens, and be out by 30, with the money hidden under the baseball diamond and shit for a rainy day. All right, let's go cruising along. So I'm wondering if this is in the area where they flooded out, because those look like mobile homes and shit. What I know is that a lot of the flooded out areas were, I don't want to say gangster, I just want to say like they were in the not as nice neighborhoods. So when I saw the mobiles there, that made me think it might be over here. I could be really wrong. This could be a very respectable neighborhood, and those could be like high-end mobile homes. Yeah, like not welfare mobile homes, but like really nice ones. Yeah, anything could happen. It's possible. So there's the river. I'll tell you one thing I like down in Florida. We're a little over from Florida, but anyway, out in New Smyrna Beach, cruising around and shit, you get the rivers like this, and you just find like random people out in the bushes, like fishing in the river and taking catfish. I've stopped and talked to like several different people who looked at me like I'm crazy because I'm Canadian. We'll just stop and talk to anybody. That's how we do. But anyway, I sat and shot the shit with several people just out fishing, and they actually eat catfish. I don't eat fish, but I enjoy fishing. And anyway, so just the little rivers running through reminds me of Florida. So that was a pointless story to tell, but it is what it is. We're just cruising around on a pointless flight anyway, just checking out the sights. And since Corona got us all locked down, can't actually go out and enjoy anything like this in the real world. So what do we got going on here? This is a pretty big parking lot. Maybe Walmart. Although it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere for a Walmart. Nah, there ain't even a Walmart here, so it's got to be a scrapyard actually, come to think of it. That's a scrapyard. Faux shizzle. Guaranteed. Now this is a big parking lot. Like, what the hell is out here that you need that parking lot for? Oh, that building right there. There's a river boat. So this is a casino. Son of a bitch. Let's go in for a fly. I freaking love going to the casino, and I can't right now. Our casinos a lot of them are closed. And the ones that are open, they did open some, but they're like allowed 10 people in it or something. I'm like, I'm not going to go stand in line for hours or something. Yeah, that's 100% a casino boat. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to go stand in line for hours and go into the casino with me and like 9 other dudes, or, well, not necessarily dudes, but whoever. Like, that just sounds stupid. So, anyway, I'm not interested. Not going to happen. What do we got there? Got a couple of boats hanging out. I didn't really set my view very well for that, but let's do some nice low cruising around here, checking out the sights low down. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful of that bridge. One thing I've learned for sure is don't try to fly under bridges in this game. It doesn't work. They put up barriers, so I think there's a couple, like Golden Gate Bridge I believe you can go under. But like some of the bridges in New York, you cannot. And where else did I go? I went under another bridge somewhere, and it looked like I had plenty of clearance, but it didn't work out. Anyway, cruising along. I love the water. I don't know if Louisiana is where I would have wanted to grow up, but I would have loved to have grown up in Florida, that's for sure. I bet you probably most likely if I grew up in Florida around seafood and stuff, I probably wouldn't have the allergy I have. Because right now, like, I'm allergic to seafood. And which is unfortunate because, like, when I look at a stingray, I'm like, wow, you look delicious. No, I'm joking. I don't think that at all. I caught one once, though, which was pretty cool. Like, a little trippy, actually, because I was standing in the ocean when I caught him. But, yeah, anyways, what I mean, though, is, like, my allergy is more of, it's like a mental allergy. What it means is that if I eat fish, well, I wouldn't. I would just throw up. I wouldn't eat it. So that's that. Fish are friends, not food. That's all I know. A wise man once told me that. Oh, look, there's a lock, just like the locks in the Welland Canal. Yeah, I just never got into the seafood. I guess because I didn't really grow up with parents eating seafood, other than tuna fish. And strangely enough, I like tuna fish, but I haven't had it in a few years now. And because I haven't, I don't know if I'll eat it again, because now it's been a long time, and for whatever reason, the thought of eating fish grosses me out. But anyway, let's keep on cruising. More of these, like, oil tank shit. Yeah, these guys are good. They got lots of oil. Oh, not that one. Empty. I wonder if anybody's ever gone and, like, stole crude oil. And I say that because I watched some, like, Vice documentary shit. I think it was Vice or Vox. Anyway, some shit on YouTube. And, like, it's people... I don't even remember where it was. Maybe Lagos or something. Anyway, they steal the crude oil and then they heat it up in these big vats or whatever, and they make gasoline and diesel out of it. So I'm wondering, like, in Louisiana, if anyone's ever tried that. Now, I should mention that during that process, it makes thick black smoke that comes billowing out. I don't think you'd ever get away with it somewhere like in the States, but I don't know, maybe that's what I should have done. Instead of becoming a crack dealer, I should have been an oil dealer, out stealing oil all night and selling it all day. Said before that it's kind of weird they didn't put, like, random birds flying around in the game. Like, obviously there's spots you can go and get the flamingos flying around, all kinds of animals in the game. But I just thought it would have been nice to strike some seagulls on our flight, that's all. Little blood splatter on the screen, like 3D effect, though. I mean, like, not just, like, on the wing or something. I want it to, like, splatter all over the screen with some feathers, too, for maximum effect. Alright, let's go see what's going on here. Yeah, this is definitely a busted up dock. Yep. They need some FEMA money or something, rebuilding after Katrina. That's what's going on there. Like, they haven't even used that ship in a long time. It's all overgrown. And I see some big buildings in the horizon there. Let's go check out those. Oh, sandbox. I wonder how many stray cats have gone and shit in there. You know what I mean? Because when I was a kid, every now and then you'd play at the park and be, like, digging for treasure, and you'd get a piece of cat shit. That's kind of gross, but it is what it is. You just throw them at your friends and shit, or put them in people's mailboxes. That was always a classic, taking dog shit and putting it in people's mailbox. Used to do that all the time. I should have mentioned earlier, I was an asshole kid. I was not what you call a good kid. Like, people be like, oh, my son's a good boy. Nah, that wasn't me. That was a hospital right there. That's my guess that we just flew over. Looked like a hospital. Yeah, we're going to go fly over, see what this big building's all about up here. I'm having a lot of fun cruising around Louisiana. I didn't actually realize, or New Orleans, I mean, I didn't realize it was this big. I kind of thought it was a bit smaller of a city, really. I don't know. I just thought it was like kind of downtown, and I knew like they had some suburbs, but this place is really sprawled out. So good for them. Now, one thing I wouldn't like is, as far as I know, and I may be wrong, because it's probably like Florida, where you don't really have basements in your houses. So in Canada, um, I'm gonna probably say freak like probably 95% of houses have a basement, if not higher. Like that number could definitely be higher. Like everybody's got a basement. That's just how it is. Um, oh, another school. Yep, right there. Go to school. Um, yeah. So like I imagine, yeah, no basis for this imagination. Just it is what it is. That there are no basements on these houses, which sucks because having a basement rocks. Like it's you kind of store a bunch of shit you don't need. You can have like a pool table down there or foosball or whatever. We got a game table down there. We got darts. I haven't actually played it. I got my dartboard set up down there, but I haven't played it. So should probably have some drinks and play darts one night. But yeah, it's kind of like garages. Like I noticed that like just like watching various shows on TV, like cops and stuff. Like a lot of areas, I don't know if this is one of them, where you guys don't really have garages. They just kind of leave their car out on the street or in the alleyway. And I think that's just one of those things here that same thing probably. I'm not gonna say it's quite as high as the basements, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that probably 80% of Canadian homes have a garage. I don't know. Probably somebody could Google that. You know what? If I had Jamie from Joe Rogan's podcast, he would be Googling that for us. But anyways, check out this bridge. I don't even know where this goes, but guess what we're doing, folks? First of all, that's a shitty bridge. See that hole in it? I've seen that in a movie once. Same thing. Yeah. We are following this shit. I have no idea how long this bridge is, where it's going, but sick. Let's cruise on down. We could have drove like on the road. Beep beep. Who's got the keys to my Jeep? Who am I? Yeah, like this reminds me of that bridge in the Florida Keys, kind of same idea. You guys ever see that movie? Oh fuck, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, True Lies, and they like blow it up and shit or something. So probably sucks if you like run out of gas on this bridge, but oh good. Jamie brought up my another thing. That's my Joe Rogan Jamie version. This is a shit. Sorry, I'm looking at a map, guys. I'm not actually paying attention here, but we are cruising along, and we're on the Twin Span Bridge. First of all, is what it's called. Oh look, there's a crossover. Is that like if you got part way and then you were like, oh, you know what? I forgot my keys. I got to turn around. That's what that was right there. Anyway, where are we going? We are going so we're going north, right? Yep. We are going to Slidell. Oh, shit. We used to watch Live PD in Slidell. Oh, shit. I'll tell you right now, that pisses me off. I said this in the other day on my flying around. Pisses me off that they got rid of Slidell. And we're going to go see the Big Marsh National Wildlife Refuge or something. But anyway, yeah, like freaking Live PD was an awesome show. I've basically got no life, so I'm home on the weekend anyway. And I liked watching people getting arrested. And it was a pretty transparent show, with the exception, I guess they fucked up. We'll get into that in a minute. But I mean, like, you got to see what the cops were doing and all that. And you know, they generally handled people pretty well, and it was a very enjoyable show. It was like the highest rated, what do you call, like, reality show ever or something. And when all the shit went down with, you know, anti-police shit and whatnot, they decided to cancel the show. And yeah, I don't, it seems silly to me to cancel a fairly transparent show. Yeah, I just can't wrap my head around why. It just didn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, Slidell, Louisiana was one of the places they would go. So, anyway, that's where we're going eventually. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there, but that's where we're going. I'll tell you one thing, though. We're cruising a hell of a lot faster than all these cars. They'd be watching us go by going, oh, shit, wish I had an airplane. So we are going, oh, what are we going, like 110 knots. I know that's not exactly miles, so I don't know what that equals, but anyway, hell of a lot faster than them. That's what I know. Buddy and his Ford Windstar back there. Oh, like, watch this be like a glitch in the game, and this freaking bridge is just never gonna end. It's just forever and ever and ever and ever. Uh-oh. The bridge is disappearing. Oh, no. Oh, shit. The bridge went out. Now we got all these freaking cars just driving around on the ocean. That's cool. Reminds me of Katrina for sure now. I like it. Yeah. Hello, folks. Look, I can join you. Oh, I see. On the map, the bridge is out. There is no bridge here anymore. Look, I'm going to try to drive with the cars, okay? I'm one-handing it, though, so I'm full throttle. Let's just see how this goes. See if I can... Oh, yeah. There we go. We're playing Dunkaroo. You know, like the freaking crackers and the chocolate dip and shit. Dunkaroo, Dunkaroo. It's like jet skiing, basically. Look, we just go like this and be like, oh yeah, we're out jet skiing now. In like a capsule jet ski, though, because like we don't want to get wet and shit. So, boom, I like this. This is perfect. It's kind of like this thing. I've seen this little like submarine thing that was like a shark or something on YouTube before. Did your mama ever tell you not to play in traffic? Too bad. Bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Yep. This is perfect right here. Who needs to fly when you can jet ski it? I don't even know how fast we're going. It's still going pretty fast, so I don't know. We're going like 60 miles an hour or something, probably. Oh shit, we're veering off track here. What is going on here? Oh, look, I want to race this guy in the orange car. What you driving there, bud? Like a Nissan Versa or some shit? Boom, it's like we hit a big wave. We're going to go back up in the air in a second because we ain't got time for their bullshit. We got to get where we're going. It's a work night. I can't stay out on the ocean all night. I don't know. We could put our flap down. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know how to do it, but we've got like a flap that hangs out the bottom. It's basically like our airplane's wang. Alright. Look, we're airborne again. Do 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 do. At some point, we're gonna get where we're going. Oh shit! I didn't even realize we're heading north. I was thinking we were heading south at this point. Oh, we got Trippy in our comments here. He's like, "Hello, how are you? And where are you from, bro?" Well, I am from like Ontario, Canada. So, by a place called Hamilton. But currently, I'm a resident of Louisiana since we're flying around here on our way to Slidell, Louisiana. Trying to race some gas trucks and shit. What's up, homie? Can I be your friend? Of course you can be my friend. Just so you know, heads up, I normally send my friends nudes, but if you hit, if you text stop to star 784, we won't send any more. Yeah, like, this is a long way with no road. I like it. What is this up here? I see something. This is probably one of those crossovers, the I forgot my keys crossover. Although I didn't really think that through when I said that, because you probably didn't forget your keys if you're in the car anyway, but let's keep on cruising. Yeah, I could zoom out on the VFR map, but where would the fun in that be? Oh, I think I see land on the horizon there. Yep, for sure we do. So that's good. We are on the right track. Imagine you were on an airplane and you actually saw all these cars driving across the ocean. You'd probably think there was aliens involved in that. Oh, it's a little ski bop bop down there. Yellow car, yellow car. Alright. What happened to the land? Maybe if I drop down I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Now I don't. Oh yeah, there it is. Never mind. I see it. We're okay, folks. We are almost in Slidell, Louisiana. On Live PD, I believe that's where they had that, like, cop that was, like, huge. He's, like, 7 foot, like, freaking 400 pounds or something, all muscle. It would be funny, like, when you watch the show, I don't know if any of you ever saw it, but anyway, Buddy's huge, and you get, like, this little tiny skinny white dude mouthing off to him. And it's like, come on, man. You know that's a bunch of bullshit when you mouth off to somebody like that. You're only doing it because you know he can't hit you. Like, Buddy would crush you with one hand. Anyway, I always thought that was funny. Because he seemed like the gentlest giant of a dude. Fuck, I missed that show. I still watch the highlights on YouTube, though. And every now and then I watch that live rescue as well. But I still don't know how I feel about that one. Because it's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. We got some time to kill till we get across here anyway. If you ever saw it, it's kind of weird though, because like all of a sudden there's like a car accident rollover and someone's fucking like all fucked up and like they pissed their pants and stuff, and like, you know, they're pulling them out of a car and you got like a camera in your face. It's kind of weird, but at the same time I'm like a deer in headlights. I can't stop looking at that shit. So I'm part of the problem. But also, I was just realizing right now, how sick would it be, and it may already be here, I don't know if anyone's already done it, I haven't looked, but if we could get a Flying DeLorean mod, right now, if I was flying around in a DeLorean, this would have been a way better flight. Kind of the Deluxo or whatever on Grand Theft Auto, but yeah, some Back to the Future shit. That's what we need. Who wants to fly an airplane when you could fly a DeLorean? I know you can fly a Dragon. I saw that there's a Dragon mod. My problem is that with mods, though, is that I haven't downloaded any yet. Oops, not paying attention. Because when I go to the website to try to do it, and then it's like, oh, you know, you gotta sign up for this and enter your credit card, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. I ain't trying to get fucked over on that. But look at us, we're almost here. Slidell, Louisiana. I don't even know anything about Slidell. I don't know much about it other than just watching Live PD. So I don't know if it's a big city or a town. Well, it's got to be a pretty decent sized city, I'd imagine, if they're going to send Live PD there. Alright, let's build a bit of height so we can actually see where the town is. Oh, Trippy wants to know why there's vehicles in the ocean. Well, because there's supposed to be a bridge there, but I don't know what happened. But anyway, when you look on Google Maps, it says the bridge is out of order. See? There's the bridge. So I'm guessing the bridge was so close to the water, the mapping for the game didn't pick it up, which is weird because like it's visible in satellite, but it's closed. So maybe that bridge is no longer there, and maybe now it's a ferry or something. I don't know. But oh, here we go. Some more of the fucking speed movie bridges where they got sections missing. All I know is if you get to a gap like that, you got to speed up. That's how you get across it. I've seen it in the movie, and it looked pretty legit if you ask me. So let's keep on cruising. Maybe Slidell, Louisiana is a nice place to live. Who knows? Could be. Not like that Lincoln, Nebraska, which ain't worth shit. Oh, that was just from a City in Color song. Which, by the way, I was going to do a funny video, like, flying along to that song, but, like, in all the locations, because he's, like, you know, he's, like, where I don't even remember where all he says. But anyways, he names a couple of places he's been. And Lincoln, Nebraska, he's like, okay, it ain't worth shit. You know, but only in a video game. Trippy Trappy, you ever even tried this game yet? It's pretty sick, I tell you. Like, if you haven't tried it and you know somebody that's got it, see if they'll let you sit at their computer for a few minutes, you know what I mean? This is not a grammatic or whatever the fucking word is city. When I look down, I can see that it's very low detail compared to a lot of places, so certain places are way better detail than others. And we can see like everything's grainy looking, and that tells me that it's not one of the high detailed areas. But still cool. I'm not knocking it. Still cool. I like the game. And I like flying around nice warm locations, because here in Canada we're under like 7 feet of snow now, 6.5 at least anyway. And you know, we're all busting out our dog sleds and snowmobiles so we can get out of our igloos in the morning. We wake up with a nice hot cup of maple syrup. What do we got here? Some nice waterfront. I see a marina there that's underwater. Fucking Katrina, screwing everything up again. Nah, actually, it does that to like almost all marinas. Not all though, because I believe it was Detroit. The marina was above water with all the boats properly. Over here, we're gonna go check this out. Hello, Shazam. What's up? If we come over here, I find that where rivers meet a body of water, there's often a drop-off. So let's go cruise on over here. Wow, you know what? I saw some white shit in the water there, and I was just thinking, imagine, because it's all done with satellite data, like if it ever had picked up a dead body floating in the river and it was actually in the game. That would be disgusting but sick at the same time. So let's see if we're going to do a drop-off into the ocean. I'm thinking we are. Shit, I'm too fast to pull it off, but anyway. Oh, it didn't. It wasn't a drop-off anyway. It was just a change in color. Guess less people are interested. Yeah. I'm not. Well, probably like some people get like hundreds of thousands of views on their streams. I probably swear too much. And I don't know. That's probably the only reason a lot of people don't watch. But ultimately, as much as I want my viewers to enjoy themselves, when I'm playing this, it's more for me than anyone else anyway, just for the fun of it. Yeah. All right, this one's good. They get a pass on that one because there was no big step up from the river to the ocean. When I say ocean, I don't actually know what the hell I'm in. And Trippy hasn't built a computer yet, but want to buy one or build one. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm a console gamer, and that's all I've ever been. I even have a gaming laptop I bought several years ago, a Republic Gamer laptop. It's a good laptop. I use it for my video editing and shit. And I've always been a console player, though, never any interest in playing on the laptop. And this game, or I bought this computer just because of this game. I did play Microsoft Flight Simulator X on my laptop, and I'm not gonna say I was wowed by it, like, you know what I mean, it was okay. But I mean, like, and I had bought Grand Theft Auto, so I can't say I didn't play games on it. I hadn't even logged in to play any of them in years, though, honestly. And then when the announcement came out for this game, and I knew this was like almost time, that's when I decided I was going to buy a computer, because I was like, well, I want to play that. Also, there's a lot of fucking telephone poles out in the middle of the ocean. So, boom. Oh shit! I didn't. Fuck! I thought you couldn't even hit that. Son of a bitch. It's okay. We got this. Let's go. Well, we don't want to shut down the engine. We're gonna keep going. Son of a bitch. I swore I flew through those before. Alright, let's keep going and get this bitch back up in the air. Buy me one too, lol. Yeah. Well, for my computer, it's kind of, I've told this story before, but I'll tell you. So what I did is I bought a computer for $500, and it was the i7 4790. It was the processor. Came with 16 gigs of RAM. It had the 1050 Ti video card, and like a 256 gigabyte SSD drive. So it was nothing fancy, but I mean, like, it was okay for the $500, whatever. And I wasn't quite too confident that it would run the game, but I was like, well, it meets the minimum spec, so I was like, I'll at least be able to start the game, you know what I mean, play it on low settings and see if I'm going to be into it. So I bought it, and then yeah, like, I could play the game on low or low medium settings depending on what I was adjusting. So then I was kind of already hooked, and I was like, fuck it, I decided to buy a 2060 Super for like $700. I'm in Canada, so our prices are higher than a lot of places. But anyway, so at the computer store it came to like $700. And then I'm watching videos, and I learned about the RTX 3080 card, and I saw that it was like $950 plus tax and shit. But anyway, so look, I think I found a grow up right there. Yep, that's pot right there, boys. Anyway, so I bought that, and I found out about this card coming out. So when I went back to the computer store I think I was buying a case or something, because I didn't like the case that it came with. It was missing a panel. The $500 computer. And so I'm talking to the guy, and I'm like, yeah, I realized that this other card's coming out. I was like, oh, that really sucks. And he's like, well, when did you buy it? And I was like, oh, like 10 days ago. And he's like, well, bring it back. He's like, yeah, you've got a full satisfaction guarantee. If you're not happy with it, whatever, you bring it back. Anyway, so that's what I did. I returned it, and didn't play the game for a few weeks till a new card came out, and they allowed me to pre-order, and after that, Bob's your uncle. I got my new video card, which was cool that they let me pre-order, because apparently that was against the rules. And anyway, I got it, and overall happy with everything, except for the game crashes sometimes, but I don't know if that's a video card thing or the game. Probably the game, though, because I see a lot of other people, like, online, watch other people playing the game and shit, which is weird, because I have the game, but I sit and watch other people play it. And other people go through crashes too. So anyway, Light Realms, what is going on, man? Doing pretty good. I'm just doing a quick flight. Probably have to get off soon. I gotta go to work in the morning, so gotta get upstairs and scrub my tids and bits, you know what I mean. Jump in the shower there and get to work. But yeah, I've been wanting to fly around New Orleans, so although here we are, we left New Orleans because I found a big bridge, and I'm like impressed by shit I don't know about. So followed a bridge which took us out of New Orleans, and now we're in Slidell, which I was excited to go to Slidell because I like Live PD, and Live PD was here. And yeah, now you're all cut up. That's what happened. Yeah, I'm wondering, oh, what's this? It's a weird little kind of area out in the sticks. Guessing it's just like a new neighborhood and maybe a school, but I don't see school buses. We learned earlier that they put school buses at the schools. Yeah, this looks like a new neighborhood, maybe. And then they got some ponds. But Yeah, visiting New Orleans was fun. Hopefully one day I actually get out there for real. Um, Looks like a cool place to visit. It's one of those places on my list. I got a lot of places I want to go. I want to go to, what do I want to go to? Oh, we're at the country music place. I like some country music. Nashville, Tennessee. Want to go there. I want to go to Denver, Colorado. I want to go down to Utah. It's kind of weird. I like live in Canada, and pretty much all the places I want to go are in other countries. Um, like a lot of places in the USA. But I've already been coast to coast in Canada. I've been, I lived in Vancouver. I've been out on the East Coast. I've been all in between. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I just find the U.S. a little more interesting. So, see this nice little lake up here. I imagine, I'm gonna guess that people would come here in their boats and shit. I know I would. I'm a motorboating son of a bitch whenever I can. Fuck, I've had quite a few boats and sold them all. I buy them, use them, sell them. What do we got here? Just like, yeah, look at this nice little lakefront community now that we can see the houses and everything. That's cool. You wouldn't have like a big boat out on it, but you could definitely have some fun jet skiing or a little fishing boat. Didn't see a river coming out of here, but even if you're just stuck on this little lake, oh yeah, there's some docks down there. I like it. I dig it. I'm into that. Oh, and the island. I'd probably try to just take over the damn island. Go camping or something. I'm sure somebody's camped on there for sure. Somebody would have. Over here, I'll be honest now, at this point where we're flying over, this just looks like Canada. This looks like up north of Toronto or something. It doesn't look any different. Like a lot of times when they're flying in the States, like it looks like the States. Something looks a little different. Probably all the palm trees. But yeah, that just looks like Canada. The Covington Vincent Airport. Let's do a flyby. Probably got to shut her down soon, but let's do a little flyby and hope that we get a gunship at some point so I can like fly by an airport and like shoot all the airplanes on the runway. That's what I would do. Should be interesting the mods people create though. I'm really hoping one day somebody mods in a Hooters, right? So we can go pull up, whatever, to the freaking Denver, Colorado Hooters and pull in and get out of our airplane and go in for a pint and some wings. That would be sick. Oh, there's a little river. Oh, this is their airport? What a piece of shit. That's just grass. They made that sound like it was going to be awesome with the sign. I don't dig it. There's not even an air tower or anything. Maybe there is right there, but I like that show Airplane Repo, even though it's like fake as fuck. Still enjoyable. I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but basically they go around repoing airplanes that the owners couldn't pay the loan. And whatever. It's one of those fake reality shows. Like it says that like it's real and reenactments, so but they don't like to tell you what's what. So they're not like, oh, this scene's real and this one's a reenactment, which makes the whole thing kind of look cheesy. But at the same time, I'd sit and watch it anyway. Sometimes like you can actually watch bullshit and you know it's bullshit, but it's good bullshit, so you'll watch it anyway. This looks like a high school right here. Yeah, that's for sure a high school. Where's the school buses? I got the tennis courts. Yep, there's the school buses all parked to the side there. See that? Dead giveaway. Cruising around. Well, Slidell, Louisiana looks like a pretty quiet place. Not a whole lot going on here. Oh, more school buses down there maybe. Could be another school. I could be wrong. And now we've learned our lesson. Don't run into those power poles, because they'll take your ass out. We're down to 18% fuel, huh? Probably because we've been gunning it at full throttle most of the time. For anybody that's actually watching this, that watches my little car videos, like I got a little series fixing up my old car in the garage there. Today was a good day. I got dicking around with it and finally figured out the problem with the tack on the car. The tack wasn't working, so it's a manual car, right? You kind of want your tack working. You could obviously just go by sound and feel anyway, but ultimately I wanted it fixed and I found it. There were some wires disconnected. Got that going. So let's go see what this big patch of concrete up here is. As soon as I finish my beer, that's when we're going to land it. I got like a third of it left. This looks like it might just be more houses. And there's all like houses hidden in here. Oh, that guy's house is on the road. Kind of a silly spot to put a house, but whatever. Not my business. This looks like another little new neighborhood probably. And by all means, if anyone has a city they want to see, I won't be able to go to it tonight, but if you throw it in the comments, I'll try to remember it for next time I'm on, which, you know, could be tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow I got to go pick up some parts for the car, so I was hoping to get some more work done on that. But you never know, though. Maybe after that in the evening I might fly around for an hour or so. And yeah, I just need some ideas. Like, it's so weird having the whole world available, and then I sit there thinking like, oh, where should I go? And like, I just draw a blank. Like, I haven't done any European flights yet, so we've got like got to go to Prague and Paris, and you know, I want to go to Russia. Like, I got a million places to go. It's just, I don't know. I just sometimes I just need direction. It's hard for me to figure it out on my own. It's better just to have somebody be like, oh, go to wherever. This is just going to be another piece of grass up here, and they're going to call an airport probably. Let's go check it out. Is it able to? Yeah, you can hear. You can see the interior. I normally don't fly in the plane just because, yeah, I don't know, it cuts into your view. But the graphics look more realistic from inside the plane, I find. I might be wrong. You can tell me in the comments if you're watching this with me. I think the graphics look more realistic from in here, but it cuts into your view is the only problem. And then you can, if you go down, you can look through all the shit in your plane, and then like a lot of the stuff you can actually control, and if you pull back, or and yeah, it's pretty cool. And a lot of the flight simmers fly like this. This is what, like, you know, they're for the simulation aspect of it. I'm more for the fun of cruising around. So like, I have the game on easy mode. I don't really have to do much of anything. Like, if you want to make this game hard, it can be hard, where you have all kinds of shit to do. I just want to fly around and check shit out. I might later on get into more of that other stuff, but for now I just play it on easy, which is just like this. And I'm flying with a flight stick. People that have watched my other videos know I'm flying with something called a Thrustmaster HOTAS 1 or something. I don't know. Whatever. I bought it on Amazon for like 130 bucks, and it's got like a throttle stick and a bunch of buttons, and then it's got like the joystick for, you know, pitch and roll and whatever. So, you know, that's just it. But you can use an Xbox controller as well. And which I could have done, but I just decided to buy this. So, you know, I'll tell you, Trippy, if you build up a computer that will run this, you know, it won't be cheap. It is going to cost you a few bucks, but the good news for you is that you don't need an RTX 3080. That's the card I'm running. You can buy like a 2080 Super for like a quarter of its price now, because when the new 3080 and 90s came out, it destroyed the market on the previous generation of high-end cards, which are more than sufficient to run this game. So all you got to do is you buy yourself now obviously it depends on your budget, right? Obviously you could just go buy everything brand new if you wanted to, but most people just getting into PC gaming do not want to go out and shell out, you know, $2,000 or $3,000. So you go on Facebook Marketplace, buy yourself a computer with preferably a little bit later generation i7. So don't care about the video card, and then buy yourself a used 2070 Super or something like that, or 2080 Super would even be better. You know, for a few $100, and you buy the computer for a few $100. Like, you know, realistically, if you did it right, for probably, you know, $600 or $700, you could have yourself a good computer that'll run the game all day. And realistically, that's about the same price as a new Xbox or whatever. Or that's the other option. If you don't want to build a computer, but you want the game, the new Xbox comes out in a few weeks, and this game is available on the new Xbox. I don't know that it's going to be available on launch, though. I don't think anybody has that detail yet. But it is 100% going on the new Xbox. It's already confirmed. That's not an issue. So you can buy the new Xbox and get the game for it. And as far as I know, it should be the exact same graphics, everything the exact same. So something for you to think about anyway. And you'll probably really enjoy yourself. I don't know. It's a really fun, stupid way to kill an evening. That's the way I look at it. My only downside for me is that I'm at work all day, and it gets dark here, you know, now at like, you know, 6:30 or something like that. So by the time I get home, it's already getting dark out. So it would be nice to fly around my area. And I've got lots of videos on my channel, like, you know, flying around my area, which, you know, Hamilton, Ontario, and Toronto. I live not far from Toronto, Niagara Falls. I normally don't ever play this game online because when I get home it's dark out, and ultimately, if you've never seen the game at night, I'm just going to show you quickly. This is going to suck because I'm over country. It's definitely better in the city. But here, I'm just going to change something here for you. Might as well show you just in case anyone doesn't know. We're going to go ahead and change the date, or not the date, idiot, the time. So we can do all kinds of, we can add, for those of you that don't know, like, so here, if I go like that, this is nighttime, which is pretty cool, but you know what I mean, it's just not, you don't see much. I kind of set it for a little after sunset here, so, but like the sunsets and shit in this game are insane. Here, we're going to look into the sunset. I'm going to go ahead and back that time off a little bit. Might as well. Let me show you guys what's up. And so, let's open up our weather window, and let's just, so let's see how I was saying 6:30, so same here. Here, let's turn, sorry guys, I'm trying to fly with my left hand, and like, they nailed the graphics and stuff on this. Uh-oh, I think I froze it. Sometimes this piece of shit freezes. No, it's good. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's the game or my computer, but yeah, look, and we can go whatever we want. We want to go a few clouds, just like that. Yeah, let's check that out. Sunset, few clouds. Do I play Among Us? No, I've never tried it. My hard drive on this computer is full because it was only a 256 gig. So I bought a brand new hard drive. I've got it. It's sitting in my TV fireplace thing, and I just haven't bothered. I bought it probably 3 weeks ago, and I haven't even bothered to install it yet. But I have, to get this game, I didn't actually buy the game. I got Microsoft Game Pass for PC, which is only a couple dollars a month, and you get like access to all these games. Like, it's just included, like you're renting them basically, and as long as you're a member you can play them, like you own them as long as you are a member. And so I've got to put this in so I can actually play more games. But one thing about me is I'm not a keyboard gamer. I've tried it. I don't know how the hell people do it. But so I might try Among Us. I think that one looks pretty good. Yeah, let's see. So let's, I think we better change the weather a little more. We're going to get out of here. But let's back off the clock a little bit. No, not quite that much. Sorry guys, I'm trying to... Let's go there, and let's get rid of the few clouds and go... Let's go... Snow. Just move that. Yeah, it's fucking snowing. Oh, I didn't put snow on the ground though, so I don't think there will be any. Alright, let's change the time of day because we can barely see, so I didn't really plan that out. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. That time it snowed in Louisiana. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't know. I lose. My controls aren't going that good. There we go. Probably doesn't like having this open. Let's try closing that. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. Snowing in Louisiana. This game is more like a relaxing simulator. Yeah, it's a, you know what it is? It's called a do whatever the fuck you want simulator, which is kind of what I like. I like playing games and following along when I want to, but I like chilling. Like Grand Theft Auto, I played the missions, I've done all that, I beat the game a long time ago, but I still on my Xbox like to just jump on and ride a bike around or fly or, you know what I mean, just screw around. And that's what I like about this game. I'm just doing whatever the hell I want, and like making it snow in Louisiana, which I don't think it snows there. I don't know much about Louisiana, but I don't think it actually snows there. Watch me be a complete idiot and it snows there every year. I don't know. Anyway, let's climb up quickly. I gotta kill this. Like, it's already fucking midnight, guys. Let's bring this plane up. Here, I'll show you a cool trick. Press Y, and then press, oops, not 4, press F4, and it's a little, like, hack thing to lift the plane up. There we are above the clouds, in case you wanted to see above the clouds. Yeah, now it's not snowing anymore. Well, it is below us. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Hello, broke noob. Sorry, you kind of came in the end. I'm just about to jump off. Not like a bridge or anything. I just meant like off the computer. You know what I mean? But, yep, that's it. Let's go and say goodbye to snowy Louisiana. How high are we? 10,000 feet. So we're probably like well above what this plane is meant to go, but joke's on them. Oh, this game is sick, noob. If you get a chance, definitely get your hands on this, just even to try it if you got a buddy or something like that. Kind of showing some people here a few little things about the game, like things you can do. I know you're just joining us here. I don't know how much you saw, but we are in Louisiana, and I was messing with the weather, and I made it snow here. So, and then you can set like snow depth and shit, like so, for how much snow is like on the ground and stuff. I haven't really gotten into that so much, but here, let's land the plane so I can actually go into the settings properly. Don't worry about this. I turned crashes off, guys, so. Yeah, we're gonna land, and I'm hitting the brakes, but it takes a while to stop. Sadly, my laptop, yeah, I discussed the computer. It's nothing fancy. The video card's fancy. It's a 3080, the new one. But the computer itself was just like a used $500 computer. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you guys. So I was saying about the computer. I bought the computer for $500, and it came with that 1050 Ti. And oh yeah, it already did have. Here, let's up it. I actually sold the 1080 Ti for $130. So that meant that I actually only paid $370 for the computer, which, like, and it's got a nice motherboard and stuff like that, but I'm still going to upgrade it, which I'll end up selling the current components, like whenever I upgrade it, you know, whatever, I'll get another $150 or whatever for the motherboard. It's got a Republic of Gamers motherboard with the i7 processor and 16 gigs of RAM. When I do my upgrade, I will probably sell that stuff off, or possibly if my son doesn't have his computer built yet, I'll give it to him. But on your laptop, like my Republic of Gamers, it's a few years old now. It's i7 whatever, but the video card was the problem on there. But anyways, I just ran it on slow, which is, or on really low graphics, which is really blocky, but you could still fly it. As long as you meet minimum requirements, so it'll at least let you play. Can you give me the link to the PC? I don't really have a link, but I do have other videos on the channel. But I bought my computer on Facebook Marketplace. $500. It was, you know, it worked right out, like, you know, the way I bought it, but it wasn't good enough for me, because I couldn't have the graphics turned up, and I really wanted the graphics up. So that's the only reason I bought the new video card. So I have some video play with the on my channel with the 1050 Ti. My first videos from this game, so like a month and a half ago or whatever it was. If you go check that out, you'll actually see what a $500 computer plays like, you know what I mean? And I'm in Canada, so when I say $500 computer, you got to keep in mind I'm in Canada, so depending where you are, if you're in the States, $500 of ours is about $350 or so for you guys in the States. And I say that because most of my viewers, I think, are in the States. But yeah, if you have any way to build a PC or buy a PC that'll run this game, you won't be sorry. It's fun. It's a good way to kill some time. And yeah, once they do the Hooters update, So you can go into Hooters and have chicken wings and beers and shit, and it'll be a lot better. But, also, if they wanted to, it wouldn't hurt for them to do a golf course add-on so that if you land on a golf course, you can actually get out and play. That would be pretty sick. And then here, we're going to go dirt biking. This is what I call dirt biking. For those of you that don't know, anyone that knows my channel has been watching my videos, they know that I call it going dirt biking. Watch this. I'll land, and you have to have crashes turned off to do this, kind of, but once I land, I'm just trying to find a good spot to land. Not that it much matters. There. Just like that. And look, this is what I call going dirt biking. Just kind of cruise around and whatever, and then we can jump in the cockpit if we want, like this. Cruising, cruising, cruising. Yeah. So, out in the country, the graphics are pretty good when you're on the ground. It kind of just looks like playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on Xbox 360 is what I would call it equivalent to. Oh shit. We're going to go through the woods a little bit, which is fine. I've got crashes turned off and all that, so we can go cruising around, like, you know what I mean. And so with the HOTAS joystick, it makes it so that I can steer and go in around shit, and yeah, so it's almost like we're cruising in a four-wheeler at this point. So you're getting two games in one here. You're getting a flight simulator, and you're getting a little off-road and adventure game as well, which I went over in Africa and shit, checking out like giraffes and stuff. And I went to Alaska with the bears doing this, and yeah, fun times. Use the fastest plane. The fastest planes are like the 747s and stuff. And they're okay. The only thing is, like, they're just a pain. You can't really do this so well with them, just because they're not very maneuverable. They're fast unless you come to a stop. Then they don't do so well. Fuck, I wanted to stay on that road. I shouldn't have screwed around so much. Let's go on that right there. But there are, like, various jets add-ons and stuff. I should throttle down. I'm a little bit high. Ooh, there was a dirt road. Fuck. If we're dirt biking, we probably wanted to go down the dirt bike road. I lost it. I don't know where it is, but like, it is crazy to say that this is mapped for the entire world. Every one of these trees was handcrafted and placed in place. Every actual tree in the world is here. I just made all that up. The trees are just done through AI shit. They're not actually here. They just plop down trees, and trust me, they plop down way more than they should have. But it's still fun. But it's kind of cool when you go into the cities, because you'll actually recognize, so if you know the city you're in, you can actually see stuff that you recognize. And yeah, it's pretty cool. The only problem with some cities, though, is that they put like shit in the road, like bumps. Like, so basically they've got like blocks in the road or something so that you can't drive down the road. So that kind of pisses me off. Fuck, I was trying to get back to the street. I don't know where it went. Yeah, let's cruise on over. Is that the road? I think I found the road, maybe. Maybe, or is this just... Nope. It's just a patch of greenery, or whatever, grass. Go in the air. Alright, let's take her back up. Slowly. I don't have enough speed to be lifting off yet, but we're going for it anyway. Here we go. And we are out of there. Alright, let's switch the view because we can't even see. What's cool though is that it's the real world. Like, if that was legit your house, You could seriously drive this airplane down your real driveway. And that's sick. Yeah. This game's fun. I should have won the lottery on the weekend so that tomorrow we could have just sat and played video games all day. That would have been fun. Also, they need a bomb bay door so we can drop bombs. I watched Midway today, which is like an army movie with like, I don't know, basically down in Pearl Harbor and shit. And it gets me wanting to drop bombs and stuff, so hopefully somebody adds that in. Go to Kirkland, Washington. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be jumping off in a minute. I got to head to bed. But I most likely will be on tomorrow night. I don't know if you've already subscribed or not, but if you haven't, if you click subscribe and you do that notification thing, I come on a few nights a week, and I will 100% go to your destination for you. So tomorrow or Tuesday, whatever night I get back on here. I'll probably try to get back on tomorrow, though. Mondays are a nice night to fly. And then I will be doing requests. But for me here, it's like midnight, and I got to get up in like 6 hours, so I better take a shower and head to bed. But it's been fun, guys. Enjoyed flying around. And yeah, I will see everybody on the next one. And always don't be shy. You can your best bet is to join in on a live stream if you got a location you want me to go. But in the event that you can't, just go ahead and leave your location on one of my flight videos, just whatever, on whatever one. Just say, hey, can you fly to wherever? And I do my best to try to remember. I'm sure I've forgotten a few of them. I know I've forgotten a few of them, but if I remember, that way, even if you're not there, I'll end up making the video and you can watch it later on in time. But alright, guys, I'll tell you what, we're gonna go land at the Car Memorial. Yeah, put our landing gear down already, because we are getting ready to go. And I think I gotta come in from over here, and then we'll do a 90-degree turn once we're in line with the runway, just so that we can have like an official close to the night, you know what I mean? Throttle down. I'm a professional pilot, just in case nobody already noticed. Heads up. And I see our runway. And there should flaps down. Throttle down. And let's land this bitch. We're doing good. And I don't think we're supposed to hit the runway until we hit basically at these lines right here, more or less. Maybe not. That's my assertions. And yeah, let's go ahead and hit the brakes. You don't want to brake too hard or you flip your airplane forward. And set the parking brake. Ta-da! Perfect landing, folks. That's it. That's all. I do appreciate everybody. And I will see you guys on the next one. Be sure, if you haven't already, subscribe. And by all means, click that bell so you know when I'm doing a live stream. And you can always join in. And we'll fly wherever it is in the world you want to see. Alright, folks. I will see you later.